Is that good?
Oh. Is that good? Yeah, we're live. Crap. I think. Yeah, give me a clap.
Oh, yeah. We're totally live. We're doing the clap test. Ruh-roh. Tell me when you want me to clap, man.
You gotta clap for that.
Forgot about the clap test. What are you going to do? Tell me when you want me to clap, man. Oh, shit, I got to turn that down. Hey, we're new to this Facebook stuff, man. Give us just a second.
All right, we're good.
We've been streaming on YouTube forever. I don't think we should give as much pre-show banter on Facebook as we did on the YouTube. I don't know, man. It's kind of different. I'm nervous.
It's like Newprint.
Newprint, little, yellow, different.
Let's see, there you go.
It smells like a cow shit in here, too.
I can't neither confirm nor deny a cow shitting in here.
I figured you'd have something to do with that.
You know what? I'm going to go make sure that my shit's not too loud real quick.
Ah, here we go.
See if you can figure out the delay.
The delay? Are you asking me to do something like computer oriented? It's fucking impossible.
The whole thing's kind of loud, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it down just a little.
We got to wash out the kinks here, people. It's our first YouTube stream for the full show.
YouTube?
Yeah, Facebook. You leave me alone.
I dropped it by a little bit.
All right, we ready?
Not quite. We got 3 people. We need more. We need more. Post to the group or something.
I don't know how to do that. Do I need to give them a fucking link or something? I mean,
I don't know. Your brain dead.
Right. So like, the guy just posted to the group and asked if we were live.
What'd you say?
Yeah, literally like 2 minutes away.
Okay.
So I should
figure out this delay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What do you even?
6, 7 seconds.
What are you talking about?
The delay.
The delay.
Watch. I'm going to raise my hand and start counting, and I'm going to wait to see it on the screen.
Okay.
1, 2.
Nope, I seen
3.
it. It's way less than what you just said.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. I think he caught my first one.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. So still 6 or 7 seconds.
Yeah. That's not too bad compared to the 30 from YouTube.
Yeah.
You got the music all queued up?
Mm-mm. I guess I should get the recording and everything. The recording is ready. I just got to hit record.
Yeah. Well, why don't you hit record?
Hold on.
I see what I deal with here, people.
Every week you say that. No, they don't see it. They like me. They don't like you.
According to the poll, I'm ahead, 50 to 49. So I believe they like me more than they like you.
I'm the winning vote for you.
Bullshit. I'll go vote on every platform that I have.
Get on it, Trump.
Listen to you. Oh, fuck. We're going to make Facebook great again. Make podcasting great again.
Number 8.
It's podcast. I like podcasts. Podcasts like me. Facebook great again. Make podcasting great again. Hey, now, wait a minute.
You mute your stuff.
It's podcast. It I is, like but I can hear it through
podcasts
here.
like
me. Facebook great again. Make podcasting Yeah,
great
you've got
again.
it.
Now,
wait a minute. Definitely got a loop.
Mute your stuff.
It's God, podcast. it
I
is, but I can hear it through here.
Sorry.
Jeez, Louise, Papa Cheese.
I didn't think about that.
You guys see what I'm dealing with here? Fuck. All right, we about ready to start this show?
Not quite. What am I doing over here?
Press and record.
Is that it?
You suck. God, you suck bad.
I swear there was something different I was supposed to be doing.
No.
Just started to record. That's just...
Starting the recording, that pressing record.
Huh. Oh, well, it's recording. Give me some levels.
Levels?
Yeah, get up there and talk in the mic like you normally would. So I can see
What are you even talking about right now?
you. That's good.
Come on, we're boring the shit out of these people. Let's get together.
There's like nobody watching.
Shit, too, is like 8 people.
Is there? Okay, I guess we're about ready then.
I would think so. No, the music. You have to get the music queued up.
Oh yeah, that's easy. I do that from here.
Oh, okay. You'll have to forgive my friend. He's a bit slow. The town you're looking for is back that way.
My friend doesn't like you.
I don't like you. That was a new hope.
Yes, sir. I wonder what those guys were there for.
Excuse me?
Those two guys. Why were they at the bar? They have business? Then the dude gets his
it's
arm
not a
chopped
bar.
off.
It's cantina.
Same difference. No, don't start. Don't start. Okay. Now let's make sure.
Did you notice how producer Brian put in our other intro, even though we used the old one last week?
Yeah.
I was like, no, fuck
I didn't
you guys.
tell him. Well, it's my fault. I didn't tell him.
It's on YouTube at least.
Yep. Can we comment on this? Hi.
I don't know. I don't even know how you check the comments on here. So
What a comment is me. Hello. Okay.
oh man, I messed that all up.
So I'm gonna print out the doc.
Yeah.
Not that there's much point. I'm gonna pound you on the show today, man.
Oh man, okay, so look, there's people saying, okay,
What's the problem?
but where? I'm old and lame and I thought I could find it, but I can't.
Find what?
Don't know where to find it. There's people on the post that I put on the group saying, I told them we're live on Facebook and they don't know how to find it.
Oh, just go to our Facebook page. Just tell them, just go to, put in facebook.com/Surreal Talk. Click that.
Everybody's not on a computer.
Oh, man, that should still work, though. It should still link to the right thing inside the app.
Go to the Surreal Talk Facebook page.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab this doc.
All right, hurry up.
Oh, don't rush me.
Dong. Now that he's gone, we can get down to brass tacks here. It's our very first Facebook live stream. We have been streaming on YouTube for about 6 months now, and this is the first one on Facebook. We decided to do this. I don't know why, but he thinks it's going to be a better idea. So,
How's the quality? Does the video look okay?
no, I don't even know how to like comment or anything. So,
All right, I'll come over there and show you.
yeah. So,
What do I do?
like, how do I make it the heart?
On my way. Make it the heart.
Yeah, you know,
Just
like,
click and hold on.
oh, there it is.
You don't know how to comment? See over there where it's got our little, not, go over there to the right, under all the pictures. No, right, your other right.
Here?
No, the other right. Yeah, right there. Click that.
Okay.
The arrow. There you go. Change it to you.
See, this is why this is difficult.
It's not difficult.
All right. You need to get back on there and on my post on the group and make sure everyone found it.
Yeah, all right, hold on.
All right. So sorry for the technical difficulties we're having. Just bear with us. We'll get this shit together.
I
already got way more people watching.
You don't have to say that, like, off the side.
Oh, yeah, I do.
What, you think YouTube's going to be mad?
YouTube, yeah, they're jealous. Shh, don't fucking say that. Oh, man. We're going to be talking about pyramids today, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what a pyramid is, I don't know what I can do to help you.
I hope a lot.
Okay, yeah, maybe we'll be able to describe a pyramid to you.
Maybe draw one. You got that pencils and papers.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hey, I thought of something.
I can draw a triangle.
Is that a new legal pad you got?
Close.
What if you turned it upside down and wrote on it from the back? No, flip it over. Now turn it the other way.
And then what?
Turn it over. Now turn it where the cardboard is away from you. Pull it. Kind of bend the cardboard up so you can. Now you got all new paper, the back sides.
Oh, that's fucking gay. Get out of here.
You shouldn't say that, sir.
There's no way that I'm going to be doing shit like that. Okay? I don't even know how you talked me into that right there.
All right.
Okay, are we ready?
Almost. Rome's still having trouble. I'm getting Rome in the post.
Oh, Rome?
I'm getting him in there.
Get old Rome in here. That's an evil one, that guy. Pure Sith he is.
Oh, cool. Whenever I pasted the link in the group, the video just starts playing.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So we're good.
Hold on.
Son of beach.
Can of card. All right, I'm ready when you are. I guess play roll that, get it going.
Yeah, I don't see why not. You ought to get a doc up on that page, on that screen though. For everyone, if you're a first timer, this is the studio here, giving you a good wide view. Whoa! Extreme close up. Whoa! No, I'm just kidding. That was a Wayne Worlds moment I had there. Yeah.
I do a real good.
Only Garth could talk to the camera. No, well,
Yeah, only Garth and I could talk to the camera.
Right.
Almost there.
I wish we were there. Do I got to take over the computer stuff? Is that what's got to happen here?
Yeah, that'll help. How is that still there? No matter.
Son of a bitch. Are we even live?
We're live.
All right, are we ready then? Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Is it too live or too loud?
Too live. It's
You're
too
listening
live.
to
Shit's
Surreal
lit.
Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal.
Something's not right, man. Something's not right. Something's bullshit here, and I don't believe it. I hear you.
Honestly, this crazy shit could be completely possible.
Disclaimer, we reserve the right to be wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You think you know the whole story? Think again.
Now your hosts,
Eric and Everett. Oh, you cut us off early, eh?
I guess so.
That's all right. No big deal. No big deal.
Denied.
Welcome to Surreal Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal, a lineupmedia.fm production, and we are back. It is 2017,
Welcome
the
back.
first show of the new year.
Oh, this is yours.
Yeah, please and thank you.
Yeah, welcome back. 2017, new year, new method of live distribution. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're trying it.
Yeah, we're
Some
trying
mixed
this out
reviews
here.
so far.
Yeah, I'm pretty mixed on the subject myself.
We might not be doing this again.
No shit. Anyway, so we are live on Facebook instead of YouTube. Let's give them the reason for the show today, because we didn't know what we were going to do the show on. And I was
A couple 3 days ago, was it? We were like, it's time, figure out the fucking thing,
Yeah,
so we
we-
get some research started.
we need to get our topic, on there. But so I was telling Everett about a movie that I'm sure all of you have ever seen, Aliens versus Predator.
Of course, it's lovely.
And we had a bit
Way
of
better than the second one, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, we had a bit of a disagreement
Disagreement.
on where that actually took place at. I said Alaska, he said Antarctica, because there's a pyramid and they go down in there. Anyways, neither here nor there. I got Mandela'd. I was right. He thinks he was right.
You didn't get Mandela.
I got Mandela. That's what happened. Mandela effect was in full force for this one. I remember it specifically when I watched the movie before. It was Alaska, and now
This
it's
situation has allowed me to craft my new term for Mandela, my new definition.
what's that?
The Mandela effect is an affliction that is only suffered by very proud people with poor memories.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, what are we talking today?
Today's show is going to be pyramids. We're going to talk about them. Everyone knows about the pyramids in Giza, Egypt.
Yep.
The
well,
three.
not just in Giza, but yeah.
There's pyramids all over Egypt, but we're going to talk about how there are pyramids all over the world today, and how weird it is. I think that every ancient civilization built pyramids, like without contact from other civilizations and stuff like that. There's pyramids that pop up all over the world, and
You don't think it's coincidence? It's impossible?
impossible? I don't know about impossible, and I mean, I guess people could sail ships over there with these pyramid building techniques
You don't
and
think that
teach
it's
it to
possible
the
they
other
invented
people.
the same
but-
stuff multiple times? Like, you think the people who invented the wheel first, though, were the only people to ever use the wheel until they showed somebody else the wheel?
We're not talking about the wheel here, though. We're
No,
talking
but
about
it's a simple
fucking
shape. You get what I'm saying?
Right, but a pyramid built, 400 feet tall is not a simple shape. That's not something that's, that's not like a wheel. Like, we put it on a basket. Now I can roll my fruit around because it's fucking easier. That's not the case here.
It's pretty similar, though.
Not at all. This is like a fucking big, huge
It's a
structure.
technology, is it not?
Yeah, I guess combing your hair is a technology at that point. I mean, because I comb my hair.
This is going to be a definite indication how the show's going to go today.
But okay, so there are pyramids all over the world. What we said, Egypt has about 120 pyramids total.
I think it's close to 140, 138, I
140?
think is the number I saw.
Wow.
But that's only like 10 to 15% of the pyramids in the world known that have been rediscovered since their building.
That's only 10 to 15%.
There's over 1,000 in Central America and like Mexico alone.
Oh, like Yucatan Peninsula and all that stuff too.
Central America and Mexico, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Northern and even
well, my
Northern
geography's
South America.
pretty spot on. So
pretty spot on. Yeah, where's America? Mars.
Mars. Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, there's pyramids on Mars too.
Well, so they say. I
mean,
don't buy it.
that's a little debatable. I've seen the pictures, and I mean, I'll go with it.
Will you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we need to know, like,
give me what you got on the Egypt first. That's how I wanted to start today's show.
Well, I didn't like put down like a bunch of little facts and shit about it. You know what I mean? It was just there's Egypt's and pyramids. There's pyramids in Egypt. It is what it is.
Okay, end of show, I guess.
End of show. Show's over. That was it. No, but okay. So to build a pyramid, you have to have a lot. You have to have like an advanced mathematics.
Fucking hot in here.
Yeah, it is. It's totally hot. You have to have like an advanced sense of mathematics and astronomy.
And why is that?
Well, because
I mean, it seems to me like
I don't think I could build one.
What, you
a pyramid?
play with Legos?
Legos are, yeah, but I don't think they got the right Legos. You go by 2s and 4s in the Legos,
I mean, why couldn't you just build your shit to the same size every time, like a 2 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot or whatever, like make giant bricks?
I mean, I guess technically you could, but
so why do you need?
What?
Why are you getting naked?
I'm not taking my shirt off. It's freaking hot.
Anyway, why do you need advanced mathematics to build a pyramid? That's what I want to know. Hopefully, somebody out there on the stream can tell us.
Because they're very precise.
Again, why do you need mathematics for that?
Well, I mean, because if you don't like,
could you just take a long string or rope and make marks on it and do like this shit's exact?
I mean, I guess you could.
In all reality, though, like it's way too precise to be.
Way too precise. It's down to
the foundation is laid upon, like the Great Pyramid, for instance. It varies by no more than 15 millimeters over its entire surface. 15. It's a centimeter and a half. Not even an inch.
Over its entire surface of the.
Over its entire. It's that flat.
That's crazy.
That's something we have trouble doing today.
Right. Yeah. So by today's standards, that's pretty flawless.
Again, I don't know where math comes in handy for that, but I'll say that's some damn good craftsmanship.
Right, so like, how were they even built? You know what I mean? How do you build we're just talking about even the pyramids in Egypt right now. How do you build something where the stones are between 2 and 50 tons
and hundreds of miles away from the quarry?
Right, they quarried them. It was I can't remember the name of the quarry, but they quarried them way the fuck out there, and they had to drag them all the way there.
All kinds of theories on how they got them there. Some of them I've seen of they made like wet sand roads to drag them on to reduce friction.
See the rolling log technique, of course.
The rolling log.
My
technique.
Favorite.
Oh, God.
Vibration.
Yeah.
Vibration and levitation.
Explain that one.
Okay, so they vibrate. Okay, levitated. They levitated them all the way to where their site. But to do that, they had to use vibration. Vibration being like a wavelength lifted up
like
off the
a
ground.
resonant vibration, sure.
Okay, so you get enough people.
This is some Tesla style shit here.
At the right frequency, at the same frequency, and
so they got a choir chasing bricks, like giant bricks down the.
When you say it like that, it just sounds so horrible. But
when you say it like
use
that,
your inner Indiana Jones and think about it. Okay, like
hey, you're talking Kingdom of the Crystal Skull here, not like Crescent
right.
Moon Canyon or whatever.
The Canyon of the Crescent Moon.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, think about it. Just how you build one of those. What they said it took it's 20 years. 20
years is what the.
I don't buy it. There's over 2 million stones.
I think I read that it was 308 something like that. 308 tons a day. They had to move into place.
308 tons a day.
Every day, 365 days a year for 20 years.
No way, dude.
Yeah, when those tons are between 2 and 50 tons, or
no
those blocks are 2 and 50 tons each.
But I think the thing about it is that they're built so precise that, like, I mean, everyone's heard that they line up with Orion, the constellation Orion.
Yeah, that's bullshit too, in my opinion.
What do you mean?
I've looked at it. It does not look like it really lines up. It's close.
You're not an astronomer.
I'm more of an astronomer than you are. You own a telescope?
Debatable.
You own a telescope?
I have eyes. I see stars.
You're going to see stars. Seriously, no. There's plenty of evidence and pictures of them close enough. I think it's coincidence.
Coincidence? You think that they? Okay, so let me get back to it. Now, did we settle a name on the pronunciation of Teotihuacan?
Yeah, hold on. It was Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan. God damn.
Teotihuacan.
I had this.
Okay, so there's some more pyramids and pyramids.
Teotihuacan.
Okay, so there's some more pyramids in Mexico at that word, and we're just butchering the pronunciation.
That place is cool. It's got some of the biggest pyramids in the world outside of Egypt. There's the two main ones are the Pyramid of the Sun and Pyramid of the Moon.
Yeah, well, and the thing about it is they are exactly like the same distance apart from each other to scale as the pyramids in Egypt are. Except for the only difference is the pyramids of Egypt are at a 45, and those are at right angles. So like they're right angles to each other, whereas the pyramids of Egypt are at 45s to each other.
I wonder if they're both pointing.
And then the third one at the bottom is off by like 1/2 of a degree or something.
Yeah, so it was like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it wasn't a lot, but that's so you call that coincidence that the pyramids in Mexico are to scale and exactly to Orion,
now,
just like the ones.
Thing,
that,
I'd have to see. You know what I mean? It's seeing is believing.
Yeah,
coming from you, it sounds like fucking malarkey.
It is malarkey. But I mean, like, I just can't think of how you'd build those, man. Like cranes and shit. That's just not. This isn't going to happen.
A lot of slaves. That's how they did it. Slaves.
Okay,
slaves and really simple machines, levers, pulleys, and elbow grease.
Okay, so join us next week when we build a fucking pyramid. I'll get some slaves. You get the levers and pulleys.
I'll bring in some Legos. We'll get the Wayne Stalinsky's
build one to scale.
Shrink ray, but we'll use it in reverse.
Yeah, from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. We'll use the second one. Right.
No, but you know what's cool about those ones in Mexico? They had many periods of building on them. Whenever they would start a new period, they would just start slapping shit to the outside and build it up on top of it. So it was just layers built on top of it. Every time they refurnish it, every 100 years or so, every 200 years, they just build a new layer on the outside and they get bigger.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting fact about the ones in Egypt was that they are what you see now in the pictures of the pyramids of Egypt is not what they used to be. They were originally covered by a polished limestone, and it shot like a mirror. They reflected shine like a mirror, bright.
I'd like to see that as a mirror. But I think of it more like snow in the winter.
Snow, okay.
I mean, it's diffused light. It's not like a mirror where it's like a focused light. But
still, you can't really look in the snow at bright
No, that's
sun
exactly
either.
right. You get snow blindness.
Yeah.
So it'd really be really bright, but it'd be more like a glow.
Okay.
Like a fluorescent bulb as compared to like a flashlight.
Right. So the polished limestone on the outsides of the pyramids made it bright. One of the theories was that so that whenever the pharaohs died and they were in there, because a lot of the theories say that they're ancient burial places, that's where their tombs are and whatnot, that they were to ride the rays of sun up to heaven into the afterlife. I'm not saying I believe that, but maybe they did.
They believed a lot of weird stuff over there in Egypt.
They sure did. They built fucking pyramids.
How do we know? They built pyramids. We don't know.
Right.
Well,
we can't pretend to know what they know because they're building fucking pyramids that we can't build.
And did you know that the Great Pyramid was built to align perfect true north?
Yeah. Truer north than anything before it or since it.
Yeah, that's the strange thing. And
to the micron, to so many microns, I believe.
If you take and go off at the opposites of the points, like you go along the sides and draw a giant triangle out, it completely and perfectly encompasses the entire Nile River Delta. Really?
I also heard that it was at the direct center landmass of the world. So, like, if you took all of the land in the world, and put... That's directly center.
To be fair, I mean, wouldn't the center be anywhere along that same circle? Just depends on how you're looking at the map.
Well, I mean, I guess perspective does have a lot to do with it. Well, it's like here in America, when we look at a fucking map, we see the Americas on the left side of the map, and then you've got like the Atlantic Ocean, and then you've got Europe,
Africa,
all the way over here on the right is Japan, Russia, China, and Australia. But I wonder if in other parts of the world that when you look at one of those maps, if it's like puts them in the middle, puts them in the direct middle.
Another time.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it does.
You don't think it does? You think the maps are the same?
Think about old maps of the world. They pretty much look like what we see now.
Yeah, but I mean, who says they're not from America?
Stop it. Just stop it. Kyle on the stream saying it follows Orion's belt perfectly. I'm sorry, Kyle. I disagree. I don't think it's perfect.
How do you know?
The pictures didn't line up like you like. And for it to be right, you got to perfectly get in the right spot, which is like an arbitrary spot, just to get it lined up. That's like saying, "Hey, I'm gonna hold my thumb up and it lines up with the sun." If I stand in the right place.
No, he's a naysayer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going with that. Another interesting thing that I found that was the pyramids are 8-sided, not 4-sided like everyone, like I, until today, thought that all the pyramids in Egypt were.
Only the one's 8-sided.
The Great Pyramid, the Great Pyramid, the biggest one. Yeah, I thought they were all 4-sided.
Right, it's faceted. It's interesting.
It's concave. It just varies so slightly.
Right. So it's a slight cave-in, so to speak, on each of the sides. But you can only see it, strangely enough, from the air, from a decent altitude, and on the solstices.
At dusk. Or dawn.
At dawn. It's at dawn.
At dawn on the solstice from the air.
Look that up on Google. Look for the 8-sided pyramid.
That's pretty gnarly shit, man. I didn't know anything about that.
Pretty gnarly shit, yeah.
Pretty gnarly shit, man.
What else we got here?
Well, some of the uses for the pyramids. Like I said before, they were, used for tombs.
Well, I wanted to throw a contrast out. The ones that were in Mexico and whatnot in Central America were not tombs for the most part. Sure, they'd found victims of sacrifice, but they were temples.
Now that you bring that up, most of them, the ones in Egypt, weren't tombs either.
Well, that's true. They never actually found a lot of bodies.
They never found all. I think they only found one dead body in there. Yeah, that wasn't me. Wasn't
you? Mm-mm. Anyway, they were used as temples and almost like what's it called? I don't know. It's religious, in fact, but not for the same religious stuff that Egypt did. God, they sound like a jack-off.
They worship Ra, the sun god.
Boy, this is the worst episode idea you ever had.
I think this was your idea.
They worship Ra, the sun god.
So what? You're not going with they align with the constellation Orion at all?
I don't think so.
Not at all.
No, I mean slightly, I guess.
Slightly, even slightly for 4,500 years ago. That's got to be pretty good. Like to get him to line up like that. I mean, I feel like you're doing the Lord's work there, bud.
You're killing me here, Smalls.
Secret rooms and passages?
Okay, now that's interesting. Now you got me back on something that's kind of cool. So, for one, there's that 200-foot long passage they sent the robot down.
Yes.
How would they look down it before? I don't know, but anyway, they got it down there, and there was like a big-ass limestone and copper, strangely enough, block.
It had copper laid in it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was part of a handle, apparently, some sort of handle or something to pull it out of the way. I don't know. I don't know how they were dropped into place. I don't think anybody knows how they got these blocks into place. Maybe they slid them in from above. Eventually, they got another camera.
Kill that light.
All right. We need to turn on another light. Eventually, they got another camera, a remote camera called a snake camera or whatever, and they were able to snake around that block. And there's another even bigger block on the other side of that. But what's strange is on the other side of that first block, they found some hieroglyphics. What's strange about that is there's no other hieroglyphics in the pyramid.
Yeah, no, they're at all.
At all.
So they only found them in that secret passage.
Yeah, and there was.
Now, did they take like a drone back in there and find another one?
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
In the picture I saw it honestly looked like an alien, like a little red alien. But
aliens.
The article I read made no such assumption of that. That was just me looking at it going, that's kind of weird. It does look like an alien. And you know me, I'm kind of a quote-unquote skeptic.
Right.
First thing I thought was alien.
Well, a lot of people attribute to a lot of the shit that the Egyptians did as aliens. I mean, if you look at some of those hieroglyphs, I mean, some of those things.
Alien connection is the biggest theory. That's why you were bringing it up, talking about Alien versus Predator.
Exactly.
And in that story, the aliens gave the technology, so to speak, of pyramid building to all the civilizations.
Yeah, to everyone.
In fact, it was for them to worship the aliens.
The predators, right?
But, yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, so how did all of these different civilizations,
for the Nibiru, the Anunnaki, have been involved with them.
It's very, very crazy.
Stargate, you've seen Stargate, or it was the whole thing with. Is that what you're talking about a minute ago with Ra?
Yeah.
I thought you were being serious, like they actually did worship Ra, which they did.
No, that was from Stargate, man.
Yeah, but they actually did worship Ra.
Well, I know that, but
God damn it, you were being like.
Yeah. Okay, so they have a descending passage in the Pyramid of Giza that points directly to the Alpha Draconis star system. Like, if you follow that descending passage, one of the new secret ones that they found, it aligns directly with the Alpha Draconis system, which is where the reptiles are supposed to be from.
Coincidence? Yes.
I think not.
We've never proven they're reptiles.
Nobody knows what mortar was used to construct.
That's another crazy thing I found. The mortar is stronger than the limestone.
Yeah, that's what they said. The mortar that they used is stronger than the actual blocks. So, like, we couldn't replicate that today because we don't know what kind of mortar it was.
That blew my mind. Have you heard about the pyramids that are underwater in like Cuba, and there's some off Japan?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them off the west side of Cuba, I think.
Yeah, and more or less they're just your step-style pyramids. The ones that were by Cuba would have been built supposedly back 10,000 years ago or so, before the continental shelf was actually underwater.
Uh-huh.
And
so these were above water at one time.
Well, how the hell else are you building pyramids?
Scuba gear.
They got a lot of long hoses.
Yeah, right.
The ones off the coast of Japan were supposedly built while it was still attached to the Chinese mainland.
Okay, so that's news to me.
Before the last ice age.
Really?
You didn't research any of that?
Yeah, but I didn't know that they were when it was still connected to China.
There's arguments that those are actually non-man-made formations. They're natural, but I've seen the pictures of them. They pretty much look man-made.
Well, now China has a bunch of pyramids and all throughout the country as well. So I mean, that would
Thailand's ruins are borderline pyramids, in my opinion, as well.
Well, there's pyramids, like we said, all over the world. China, there's over
Cambodia.
200 in just China. 200 pyramids in just China. See, like, when you hear about the pyramid, like my first, what was that game? Super Mario 3? You run through.
Yeah.
That's what got me started thinking about pyramids when I was a little kid. I didn't know nothing about
Super Mario 3 got you into pyramids.
It got me into pyramids, man.
Wow.
Super Mario Brothers 3 got me into pyramids. If anybody else can make that distinction there, please let me know in comments. I don't feel
Jesse on
stupid.
the stream says mermaids built the underwater ones. I mean,
Plausible.
that's better than scuba gear.
Plausible. I'll go with that. But Spain, Italy, Cambodia, Holland, France, Greece, Peru, they all have pyramids. Cuba.
What was the ones in West Africa?
Sudan?
Nubian ones. Yeah, in the Sudan. The old Nubian pyramids, which they're more steeple-like almost in the pictures I've seen of them.
Right, well, because not all pyramids are just your straight.
Yeah, not equilateral for a 45-degree angle.
Right, so the one, even Machu Picchu is like a flat top, but that's still considered a pyramid. There's a name for those. There's a name for that type of. I would consider that a pyramid. Yeah.
All right, I'm googling that shit.
There's a name for
Machu Picchu
a pyramid. I think so. Even if Google says no, I'm going with yeah.
All right. I can't just sit here and do this while you're staring at me.
But I need to know. But I'm pretty sure Machu Picchu is a pyramid.
Machu Picchu and the Great Pyramids. I'm just going to go with it because I
exactly.
It's fine.
But so you've got stair-stepped pyramids, ones that start at the bottom and they stair-step up.
Right, like the ones in Mexico, and they're all pre-Aztec too. Do you know that?
All the ones that stair-step are?
Well, all the pyramids in Mexico, they're like before the Mayans even apparently. There's another Mesoamerican culture that built them. They were abandoned and then re-picked up and started to be used again.
Also, different cultures are coming up on top and finishing their work.
Right,
huh?
Like a whole different culture will reskin the outside of it.
I like it.
I like it.
Same thing happened in Bullhaven in Bethalto, remember?
Yes, I do.
There
was a guy, I think he was from Turkey. I'm trying to find his name. He actually decided to destroy the pyramids. What the fuck was that?
That's this Facebook streaming, man.
It does it. Anyway, long story short on this story, and I'll find it later and try to post a link on the group. If you're not on the group, get on the group. Facebook.
Get on the group.
/Surreal Talk group. So he sends his people down to start destroying the pyramids. That's what he wants to spend his money on in his empire.
But why?
Who knows? Any which way, they're only able to get about 2 blocks a day displaced. And they end up giving up due to the fact it's not worth their time. Too many people are getting hurt, and they're not getting enough done.
Yeah, what are you putting them, like 20 feet away?
Yeah, that guy sends an army down to do that, and they're only getting 2 blocks a day. So think about the power that had to be used to construct those in the first place.
Well, I'm going to say that the people that built them must have had a bigger army.
The Jewish people, man.
The Jewish people built them?
That's who built the ones in Egypt, supposedly the Jewish slaves.
Yeah,
Moses' people.
Now, this is like non-racial at all, but I heard that the original Jews were black.
I don't know that.
I'm pretty sure that's the truth, though. So, and even Hadestic
like
Jews.
Abraham's people?
Yeah, so like even Hadestic Jews will tell you, like to this day, that the people in Israel, the Jewish people, they're not really Jewish. They just hijacked their religion for their agenda. You know what I mean? Like there was even like 400,000 Hadestic Jews marched in New York City a couple years ago in Times Square against the Zionist agenda in Israel. So, but yeah, they're not really Jewish people.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a true story.
So how about the global grid in like ley lines? Did you research much?
Yeah,
of that?
I did. That's very interesting because so the pyramids there in Egypt, if you draw like straight out lines, it doesn't even have to be straight out, but there's a grid, a global grid.
There's a grid. Why don't you get on the microphone so other people can hear you?
Because I'm leaning back, man.
Well, bring your microphone in.
So there's a grid
there you go.
that they lay on, and along this grid you can trace other pyramids in the world right along the same line. Like it's like
yeah.
Explain this to me. Explain it better because my words aren't coming out as elegantly as they should.
You want to leave it to me?
Yes, please.
A bunch of people play connect the dots with a ruler.
There you go.
That's all it was. Leave it to me. That's what you get.
Well, yeah, because it's not exactly on like latitude and longitude lines.
Same thing with the ley lines. I went to research that to see what they had to do with the pyramids, and all the pictures of the ley lines I could find. There's a few of them that are
all are different.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're all different.
A lot of them are. There's a few that are the same. They got the weird like the Steelers logo. It looks like it's just plastered all over. But many of them were just weird like sine waves, and they don't line up.
Oh, see, now that's not what I saw. I saw different grids, but the grids were at different.
I've seen
like
grids.
The intersecting points on the grids were at different points on different pictures. So like there was really no consistency to the ley line theory.
Which is unfortunate. I would like to believe there was.
I would have loved to have believed that they did that like all precise, like we build these pyramids here and travel across the ocean.
Field line here.
Yeah, and we'll build them right to this exact fucking spot here, and it'll line up perfectly. And No, but that's just really not the case.
What about the theory that there was all the ancient civilizations shared like a hive mind?
I
poop right on that.
That's a totally good theory. You shit on that theory? Explain
for the simple
how.
fact that most of these pyramids were not built at the exact same time.
Okay.
Hundreds of years apart does not, if there is a hive mind, it's not through time. So it is, it's not nothing to do with each other.
So what you're saying is, now
hundreds or even thousands of years.
According to you, so even if they took ships of people that knew how to build these pyramids and sailed them from Africa to South America, and to teach people how to build pyramids, and so there's no hive mind involved, is what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Why would you want to teach people how to build pyramids just like you built them over there? There's got to be some significance to that. Yeah, because people aren't.
Is it easy to build vertical structure? How about that?
Nah, I guess. Yeah,
sense.
Fuck you. It's like, I guess we build skyscrapers here in America. They build skyscrapers in China.
Have cranes.
You know what I mean?
So you build something you can spiral up around and then build back down and flatten it as you go. That's the way I would do it.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
Nope.
Well, think about this, too. Okay, you know how we were talking about the 8-sided pyramid thing earlier?
Yeah.
Whenever that was covered in limestone, do you think that mattered even a little bit?
Unless the limestone was concave as well. I don't think you'd be able to know. Well, you wouldn't know unless you were in the air at the equinox at dawn.
I was telling Tony, who works here at LMG with us, that's one of the few things about the pyramids and the way they were covered in limestone that made me actually think aliens. Why the fuck else, honestly, do you want to have a giant reflector? A giant reflector.
Giant, yeah, because that thing, they're what, 450 feet tall or something like that?
481 is what that one was.
I couldn't even imagine what the area is on one of the. I'm sure there's a mathematical equation for that, but the area of each side
that's
is
one thing about it, too.
Huge. So like it's just like a fucking humongous wall of a mirror coming at you, you know?
Hold on, there's a...
Well, he's got an idea. I can see it, folks. There's something brewing.
There's a relationship between pi and the Great Pyramid, which was crazy.
Ooh, really? The Fibonacci is definite with the Great Pyramids, right? I'm almost certain that if you place
here's what it is. If you divide the Great Pyramid's perimeter by its height, you get almost exactly 2 pi.
2 pi?
Yeah.
So what, like 6.28
something.
Yeah, right. Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's what it says, man.
Wow, that is kind of cool.
That's a pretty exacting type of thing to get that exact angle.
If you times the perimeter by the height, is that what you said?
Right. You divide the Great Pyramid's perimeter by its height.
Okay.
So I guess in meters or something. I don't know.
You get 2 pi.
I guess it's a ratio.
2 pi r squared.
It's a ratio.
I don't know.
So it'll be a ratio that works out like 6.28 to 1.
No, that's nuts. I didn't know about that, but I have seen what the Fibonacci spiral is.
Yeah,
or
the
whatever.
Fibonacci sequence, the one that's in shells and everything else.
Yeah, exactly. Everything in nature. They said that that the pyramids are like you
can spiral out on those.
Exactly, it's the same thing. That's pretty gnarly.
We need to do a Fibonacci sequence one and do much more research than we did for your shitty pyramid show.
Why is he calling this my shitty pyramid show?
It was your idea.
Whose idea was to go live on Facebook?
In fact, I'm going to have to throw out apology right on the description on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
Sorry for this, folks. Here's a turd.
Here's a genuine turd from Everett and I. A genuine turd. But there are pyramids in Antarctica, too.
Yeah, man, we're getting people shitting on Facebook Live, too.
What do you mean?
They're not liking it. I don't know why. We'll get some real good feedback afterwards, but apparently people are not liking it. All right, what else we got here on pyramids?
I hope it's not lagging or anything.
Okay, what about the one in Antarctica? And this is kind of going to be...
There's more than one.
This is... Yeah, okay, all the way back around to Antarctica. This is how you're going to try to tie it into next
I was going to try to tie this into next week's show with the pyramids in Antarctica, but the more research I did to it... So my idea in the beginning was we talk about all the pyramids on Earth, how they all go together, finish up with the pyramids in Antarctica, and then next week come back with the Antarctic entrance to the hollow Earth. But I think we're going to scratch all that because I'm just not with it.
Yeah, because it was a dumb idea, and I don't know. I thought you were going to research it. I'm the one to blame here.
Yes, he is the one to blame. He totally is. Blame Everett. Send all your complaints to info@surrealtalk.com. Is it really?
Yeah.
It's lagging bad?
Bummer. I don't know. I'm seeing people are saying it's lagging.
Well, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
That's
terrible.
How long
to build them? 20 years? How were they built? Good question. Cahokia Mounds, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a pyramid we've talked about. It's the mound builders, but it's basically a pyramid built right outside of St. Louis, but it's earthen.
Yeah, it's not stone or
anything.
There's
wood in it, but still it's pretty neat.
Well, what about that? Man, there was one that was real close. Remember me asking you about it? It was called Monk's Mound, Illinois, and that was actually high up on the pyramid list. Monk's Mound, and I remember thinking to myself, like, this in Illinois, how the fuck did I not know about this? Monk's Mound, Illinois. Like, not M-U, but M-O.
Beats the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but they were saying that was a pretty big one. So we discussed use, the location, religion. Yeah, religion, I mean, obviously, well, there's different religions in the South America, so that they're probably not using
From Egypt?
That. Huh?
Different from Egypt?
Well, I would think that they don't worship the same God, yeah.
Chinese and the Cambodians don't?
That I don't know.
The same people as...
I couldn't tell you that. I don't have an answer for that.
Well, are you about ready to kill this episode?
Yeah, I sure am.
Then yourself.
No, and then you.
Next week, here's what we're doing.
What are we doing?
Due to your insolence and shittiness,
give me JFK.
We're going to do JFK.
Yeah!
Screaming out. That's great. But you need to apologize. This was you. This is honestly
no, man. I mean, there's a lot of pyramids on Earth.
This is worse than my Mysterious Places episode or the ancient civilizations that are no longer...
Oh, I don't know about that. That was a pretty shitty episode.
This one's shittier.
No, this is like Flat Earth shitty.
God. Wow.
But I still
back to
think
YouTube next week.
I still think that there's a hive mind responsible for all that. I still think that there's a global consciousness at play, making everyone build pyramids, or at least linking their minds together so that they can build these types of structures.
I'm surprised your eyes aren't crossed.
What do you mean?
The amount of crazy coming out of you right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Tim.
All right, next week JFK. Back to YouTube. Anything else you want to say?
You don't. I can't believe it's that bad on Facebook. They're really saying that it sucks.
That's what they're saying. But we'll talk about this after we end the show. How about that?
We'll
keep going on Facebook for a few minutes, but we're going to end the podcast and kill ourselves.
Is that what you want to do?
Facebook, yeah, I think so.
Everett just doesn't like pyramids. He's a naysayer.
I mean,
I'm totally
out of info.
Only because it's your fault. No, for that.
Whatever. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening. Check our website out, lineupmedia.fm, surrealtalkpodcast.com.
Info at Surreal Talk Podcast. If you want to leave us...
go to our website, hit the links for Amazon, and what's the other one we do?
What are you talking about?
The audiobooks.
Oh, yeah, audibletrial.com.
Audibletrial.com/surreal.
Yeah, get your free 30-day free audiobook trial.
Yep.
Free audiobook download.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. We're hopefully we get this YouTube or this Facebook thing figured out. If not, we're gonna go back to YouTube. But it's JFK. It's gonna be a big episode next week. I can't personally wait for that one.
You're gonna screw it up.
No, you will.
Like this week.
No, we're gonna. We should have. Hopefully, I'm gonna say this without crossing my fingers. Alex will be back with us on Saturday.
Oh yeah, hopefully Alex.
Alex will be back with us on Saturday. He has told me that he is ready to come back. So. I didn't put him in timeout or nothing. He put himself in timeout.
We've talked about where Alex has been.
Yeah, Alex has been working, man.
All right, catch you on next week.
All right, have a good one.
See you.
Thank you.
Why are you taking your headphones off? We're not done.
Why not?
Well, we're still hanging out with the Facebook people for a few minutes.
How do you know that?
We just ended the podcast.
After this shitty show, they probably don't want to hang out with us anymore.
I don't blame them.
Dude, it is. It's like, is there a fucking furnace on or something? I'm sweating.
You get a half an hour out of that.
Think so? Yeah, this Facebook thing, man, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Just saying she ain't having any trouble with it, though.
Really?
I think Crystal Coke or something.
Yeah, this Facebook thing's not all it's cracked up to be. Crystal Coker said she's not having any trouble. I'm having all kinds of trouble with it. It's lagging on my screen.
Are you?
Yeah, but like right here where I'm watching it, I got like the buffering thing keeps going buffering. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, we totally should have picked a better topic for our first Facebook one. You know what I mean? Because what do you mean we?
I just agree.
I was Mandela. And I'm sticking
different until
yeah, I was Mandela is what the whole deal with that was. But
next week I want to do JFK. How do we want to approach that?
Oh, it's going to be good. There's so many different ways to approach JFK because
so we're talking the assassination thereof, not like JFK in general.
No, I mean, like all of the above. We could do 3 parts on JFK. We could do like JFK. Happy birthday,
how you spend a lot of time on that?
Mr. President.
Let me get you. How do you spend time on that?
On what?
Marilyn Monroe. I mean, what's the big deal there?
I'll do my Mr. President thing for a few seconds, and then we'll move on.
He might have been having an affair with Marilyn Monroe. Okay, he might have.
Right. Well, okay. So
that's
they
30 seconds.
They kicked Billy Clinton out for that.
No, they didn't kick him out.
Yeah. He got fucking. Bill Clinton was impeached out of the fucking White House.
Don't fuck with me. Now you're saying Mandela again. Because he was impeached, but he was not kicked out.
Well, what would you call impeached? I would say that's a good eviction notice there.
He got to finish his term.
Negative.
Anyway, fuck you.
Are you serious? No, he was impeached, man.
April, what are you saying though? Haha, nope, April. That's my wife. She's on there watching us apparently.
Ask her. I know she knows he was impeached. It's because he did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Is that why they impeached him?
That's why they impeached him, because he lied about that on national television. He was impeached.
That was a grand jury.
Was it grand jury?
I thought so.
Why would they have a grand jury involved in that?
I don't know. We're fucking idiots. I've decided we're idiots, and we should never do a show again.
Oh, that's not a good idea at all. We're doing another one in like 5 days.
April's saying it's starting to be weird now.
Oh, yeah?
Which way?
Yeah. Tell her shit's finna get weird.
Awkward or...
Awkward. Hey, can you please describe what kind of weird you're feeling right now? Is it awkward? Is it stupid?
A little bit of both.
Let's kill it, man. I just hope this Facebook thing works out again next week.
Yeah, well, go to the group. Anybody still on Facebook right now, start up a thread. Somebody do my job for me.
And tell us how shitty we are this week.
Somebody start up a whole thread and everybody post into one so I don't...
But to be fair, we spent most of our research time dicking with computer stuff to get this shit working right. So
well, we had plenty of time in previous few days. But there's not a lot to it. I found a lot about pyramids. I thought maybe you'd have more of the crazy alien shit.
Yeah, aliens.
That's usually where you come from.
Aliens.
No,
I come from aliens. We all come from aliens.
No, you get my point. You come from the fucking little bit of the crazier side of the argument every time. That's just the way it works.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. But you didn't this time.
I did take that as a compliment.
You come at me with like, yes, the Great Pyramid is 481 feet tall. It took 20 years to build. It was built for Khufu.
No, man, it was grain storage. Ask Ben Carson, former presidential candidate.
I wish we would have said that. Oh well.
I just did.
It's on this video for all time, either which way.
Yeah.
Teotihuacan.
Yeah. What about murder in that? Teotihuacan.
I got to tell you about how I got that pronunciation too. I got it off of Wikipedia, but they use a whole other type of pronunciation language that I had to interpret. It was weird. Anyway,
really?
All right. I guess we'll catch you later, Facebook.
Yeah. If not, we'll see you at Teotihuacan.
No, we're not going to Mexico.
No, we're not going to Mexico.
All right, catch y'all
later.
But
we'll be right here next week with JFK, and that'll be a doozy.
We'll try not to screw it up.